I apparently didn't set my challenge rules. We're going to set that in a second. Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games. Today I'm playing Slay the Spire. On today's challenge, let me just update my challenge rules real quick. We are doing an Unskilled challenge. Unskilled? And in Unskilled, I cannot play skill cards. So we cannot play skill cards, I should say from hand, because I allow us to play them not from hand, if we happen to be able to do that. But anyway, we're playing an Unskilled Run. Can't play skill cards, but I can play attack cards and power cards. We have won this one before with the Ironclad on Ascension 5. The Ironclad is better suited for this than other characters, and in that run we had a great Searing Blow deck. So today we're going to try this first with the Watcher. So with the Watcher, we're going to try to do the Unskilled challenge. Now, instead of going all the way to Ascension 9, let's consider only going up a little bit. I think we can go Ascension 6. Let's try to do Ascension 7. I think Ascension 7 is going to be very challenging for this particular challenge run. Let's try it. At the start, because I can't play skill cards, there's a lot of things that are not great about the Watcher starting deck. We can play Eruption, but we can't play Vigilance. Not being able to play Vigilance is kind of bad, and it makes you wonder what we should do as Watcher, because although there are ways to get out of Wrath that don't involve skills, most of them involve skills. So Vigilance we're going to remove. Eruption we're going to be playing very little. I do tend to like taking enemies in the next 3 combats have 1 health, the Niao's Lament in these challenge runs. Taking 18 damage to take a random rare relic is normally something I would consider, but not in this challenge. In this challenge, we're going to be taking a lot of damage from enemies, even from normal enemies, because we can never block. So let's not do that. The other option, obtaining a random boss relic, is quite good because Pure Water adds a skill card to our hand that we can't play. So Pure Water is absolutely garbage. So I'm only really considering these two. Enemies in the next 3 combats have 1 health, or get a random boss relic. Lose a relic that's actually bad for you. I think I'm going to choose random boss relic. And we have to hope that it's not something that transforms my starting cards into non-attack cards. Let's hope. We got Curse of the Bell. Alright. We get Regal Pillow. That's actually really good for this challenge run. Being able to heal more at rest sites, because we are going to have to heal at rest sites. Blue Candle allows us to play curses. Curses are not skills, so I can play them. And Mango, which increases my max health by 14. Alright. That was a pretty good start, I think. Let's figure out where we're going. Now we do have to deal with a lot of normal enemies. I really want to remove cards, because removing skills from the deck is quite valuable, so going to shops is good, because we can remove cards at shops. I think if we go this route, maybe we'll hit lots of question marks, which hopefully remove cards, and we can visit a second shop up here and go to this elite. I think that's a pretty decent one. We'll be avoiding a lot of elites early, and that's really because otherwise I think I might have to heal a lot very early. And we want to visit those shops. So let's start here. Cannot play skill cards. Remember that. I could play Eruption on the first turn. Oh my. And Mike, welcome to the stream. The only cards that I can play are Curse of the Bell, which is not valuable in this one to play, Eruption and Strike. If I do Eruption and Strike, I'm technically taking less damage if I kill this louse. Because I could do Eruption and Strike, and then we're taking 14 instead of 15. The best we can do is take 14 damage instead of 15 damage. Painful first battle already, but at least being in Eruption means that we can defeat this one quickly. Not quickly enough, though. There's another 14 damage. Alright, we took 28 damage to the very first floor. How about that? Flying Sleeves or Consecrate? We could play Battle Hymn, because Battle Hymn is a power, and it adds smites to our deck. That's interesting. I can take any of these cards. Didn't expect to have so much I could take at the very beginning. I'm leaning towards Battle Hymn. But the problem with Battle Hymn and any powers is that, in theory, you're building up to something, and we don't really have time to build up. So I should probably take one of the other ones. Let's take Consecrate. So max HP plus 5 is pretty nice, but healing 28 is pretty nice right now. I think we're going to take the banana on floor 2. Floor 2, we're taking the banana. That just is already a thing in this challenge. Oh my. Alright. We certainly want to remove a card, and that's going to be all we can afford, it looks like. So remove a card. I'm going to remove Vigilance because it's the one that I would most often accidentally play. So let's remove Vigilance. And then Pressure Points is a skill, so we're not going to take that. We cannot afford a potion. Okay, let's visit some question marks. Hopefully the question marks allow me to remove cards. I do really need gold in this challenge, so even though this is losing 11 health, it's actually quite nice. Getting gold so that we can remove cards. I'm tempted to go into the normal enemy, but I think I'm going to go with my gut and go question marks to try to remove cards. 3 chests are nice. Ho-ho, Strike Dummy? Strike Dummy is actually a pretty decent relic, a decent relic in this battle, in this challenge, I mean. By the way, the relics that we've gotten so far have all been decent for the challenge. There's a lot of relics that are not, that do nothing under this challenge, so we've been pretty lucky. I don't know if we're going to keep Eruption, so I'm going to Smith Consecrate. Normally you would Smith Eruption here, but because we can't get out of Wrath, I'm not sure how valuable Eruption is to us. Okay, more relics. Let's go. Hey, how about that? Girya. Girya's pretty nice. Alright. I'm very surprised at the quality of relics that we've gotten so far. I am going to lift immediately, too. Because that kind of upgrades all of the strikes. Strikes are now doing an additional 4 damage. Alright, is this relic also going to be decent? It is. This is one of the relics that I'm absolutely searching for in this challenge, because since we can't gain block ourselves, gaining block via relics is very nice. Alright. Look at that relic shelf on floor 9. I like it. Let's see if we can get out of this without taking too much damage. If we do Eruption, Consecrate, Strike, do we just win? Because we would do the Eruption here. Yes, we do just win. Eruption, Consecrate, Strike. Easy battle. Duplication Potion. There's a lot of potions that are not useful in this challenge, so Duplication Potion is also nice to find. And I could take Study here, but it only adds skills to my deck. So these are all worthless. We skip those. Gremlin Knob. Gremlin Knob is a one where you don't want to play skills anyway. Do I want to play my Curse of the Bell? I think we might want to. Let's play it. Lose 1 health, but maybe that will save... You know, maybe we'll draw a strike or something instead of Curse of the Bell the second time through the deck. Does Duplication Potion win? So Eruption is 10 damage. Consecrate would be 18 damage. And then a Strike would be 20 damage plus another 20 damage if we do the Duplication Potion. I'm pretty sure I have to play Eruption in this battle in order to win it fast enough. So I think we've got to play Eruption. So we're soaking 32 damage anyway, unless we can win. We can't quite win. We could get to Gremlin Knob having 8 health, which is not good enough. Alright, but we win this turn without the Duplication Potion. We did take 33 damage. Oh, and Whetstone. Whetstone is another useful artifact. Or useful relic, I mean. How about that? And an attack potion is another useful potion. I think we're getting very lucky, and even getting very lucky, I think we might die soon. Alright. I don't know if we want fasting. I think I might want Flying Sleeves, especially because of Girya. Let's take Flying Sleeves. And then Whetstone, let's see what we get. 2 strikes. Actually, pretty good, considering we've got Strike Dummy. And then I feel like we have to go here because 28 damage could happen in 2 normal enemy fights. We could get a Curse for more gold. We do want more gold, it's just that getting the Curse is pretty bad, especially Doubt because it makes us weak. I think we've got to skip this. Even though I really do want the gold, we can't take Doubt. Yeah. We need less unplayable cards in our deck, not more. We could always, you know, play Doubt with Blue Candle, but still. I don't think it's the right way. Okay, Devaform is something for long battles. We want to remove a card, though. Lesson Learned is always fun, in my opinion. Doesn't allow us to remove a card, if we take that. Crushed Joints is just an 8 damage card. It's basically a strike, almost. It's actually worse than a strike, because of Strike Dummy. Because we never play a skill, so it doesn't do anything else. And then, whenever we shuffle our draw pile, Scry 3 is pretty nice. But I think we remove an unplayable card, and that's it here. We've got to save our money for more removing cards, I think. Unless we really need one of these for the boss. Our boss is Slime Boss, which is usually pretty easy with the Watcher, especially a Watcher that goes with lots of damage. So let's leave, and just go to the next normal enemy. This normal enemy technically could kill me. As long as we don't play Eruption this turn, we're only taking 2 damage. But if we play Eruption, we can double play one of these. Well, I mean, they can do double damage. I think what we'd rather do is play the Strike. and the Flying Sleeves. Don't go into Wrath this battle. Take the 2 damage this turn, hope to win next turn. And we easily win this turn. So only 2 damage there, thanks to Anchor. Crescendo is a skill. Signature move is terrible in this challenge. The only attack in our hand. Unlikely to happen. So we skip here. And then we simply must heal, because we would die if we did not heal. So let's rest. This is where the Regal Pillow comes in, so that we rested and we got 15 more health, which might be important in this next battle. We'll find out. If we play Eruption, we're going to be in Wrath the entire battle. Which is probably what we want, honestly. But it's painful, right? It's painful, but let's start. And we're going to play Curse of the Bell as well. Okay, so next turn we should be able to split the slime, but we might put it off a turn. We have Consecrate in our next turn, so if we split this turn, we'll have Consecrate for the turn where there's multiple slimes, which is not bad. Yeah, so let's split this turn. Besides, we can do a lot of damage, right? We can do 66 damage. Great. And then the right slime is the only one that's attacking. We're going to play Consecrate, so we can split both of them if we want. Strike kills you, strike kills you. Okay, never mind. We didn't even have to play the curse. We could have gotten out of there without taking any damage. Great. So we could take Ragnarok. I like Ragnarok. We could take Devotion. Devotion is for a much slower deck than what we have. So we could take Ragnarok. The fact that it costs 3 is painful, but we're probably going to get more energy with the boss relic, I would think. Let's take Ragnarok. I think it's the right choice, but it's hard to tell right now. Ho-ho, Empty Cage? Runic Pyramid isn't bad. We're going to have a deck where it might not make a whole lot of sense to do Runic Pyramid, honestly. We could transform 3 Defends into something else and upgrade the things that they become. But they're likely to become, you know, at least one of them is likely to become a skill. So is it better than Empty Cage where we just remove 2 cards? Huh. I think we do Empty Cage, remove 2 cards, and we remove 2 defense. And then we've only got 1 skill in our deck. We still have, you know, another unplayable card, but we can't remove that. So we've got 2 unplayable cards in the deck left. Unfortunately, we did not get more energy, so we can't play Ragnarok easily. We have enough to remove again, so I am tempted to go to an early shop. And going to lots of fireplaces is pretty nice, partially because we've got Girya. So let's plan to go to early shop, somewhat early elite, and then a bunch of fireplaces. Seems like a good plan. And then question marks all the way. I wouldn't mind removing even more cards. Of course, we can't play the Defend. I'm wondering if we play the Flying Sleeve this turn. I guess the reason not to is to save it for when we've got Eruption. But when we play Eruption, we have other things to do that turn. And it's not like we're going to have more energy, because we're never in Calm. Yeah, let's play it. Play it, don't save it. And then I think I'm not going to play Curse of the Bell, but I don't know if that's the right decision, because removing it from the deck is also good. Okay, so he's healing 12. If we play Eruption, he heals for 24. So it's probably good to not play Eruption. Ragnarok deals 30 damage. We could double it to deal 60 damage, which is still not enough. Or we could play 3 strikes. Ragnarok reduces the plated armor down more. I think we take the 12. And just play Ragnarok, because Ragnarok reduces the plated armor by 4, which is better than doing 3 more damage this turn. And Eruption would be a terrible idea, since we're not going to win this turn. So we're gonna take another. I'm thinking about these 2 potions the entire time, and there just hasn't been a time yet where those potions are actually useful. The attack potion could be useful if it allows us to win this turn, but it would have to do at least 18 damage for it to be a victory this turn. Let's not do it. Let's save it for the elite, which is going to be worse. Alright, and Ragnarok wins. Blessing of the Forge. I like that as well. Another useful potion. We haven't seen a single skill potion yet. We could have another Consecrate. I like it. It's already upgraded. One of my ideas for this deck is to reduce it down to the point that we're playing where we basically have the same hand every turn. And that hand having 2 Consecrates and a Ragnarok seems pretty nice. Ooh, the Cursed Tome. The Cursed Tome could be amazing. Let's think about the 3 options. One option is that the Cursed Tome doubles any attack that costs 2 or more. So every time we play Ragnarok, it gets doubled. Currently, every time we play Eruption, it gets doubled. That's one thing. We could be able to add cards to our deck during the battle. That's always nice. Or we could get a power on the first turn. That could be good, or it could be useless, depending on the powers. There's a fair amount of powers in the Watcher that are useless in this challenge. I think we should read it. The only problem is the one that we really want adds another curse to the deck. Alright, let's read it. The Necronomicon is what we wanted. Alright, the first attack played each turn that costs 2 or more is played twice. So we're going for Ragnarok being played twice. Hopefully every turn, if we can manage that. It does come with a curse, unfortunately. And it dealt us a lot of damage, which makes me wonder if we should still go to this elite. I think yes, because we've got these 3 potions right there. So Ingest Mutagens is really nice here. We can't play the card Jax, because Jax is a skill. Transforming 2 cards could transform them into skills, especially because we only have 1 we could transform, really. So the special relic gives us strength at the first turn, which is pretty nice. We are going to end many battles in the first turn if we're being successful here. If we're being successful, which is still a big question. Ho-ho, orange pellets. So as much as I want to remove a card, orange pellets makes it so that mutagen strength, that strength that it adds at the beginning, is permanent. And then empty fist is a way to exit our stance. So we could go into Wrath and exit it. Both of those are really nice options. Vajra gives us 1 more strength. That's also a good option. There's a lot of good options here. This is a good shop. It's good because there's lots of good options. It's bad because I have to choose between them. Choosing between options is hard. I'm certainly leaning towards orange pellets, because orange pellets will give me permanent buff in the battle. That's good for long battles. It doesn't help us with short battles, where Vajra does, removing a card does. I'm going for orange pellets. And now we need 125 again so that we can remove our last defend. Or, you know, hopefully actually get a removal question mark. I think we heal 28 here at the library, even though looking at 20 cards is very powerful. I think the next battle could be real bad for us, and healing 28 right now is helpful. So let's heal 28. Thank you, library. You basically were a free fireplace, and I want those fireplaces. So we've got Consecrate on the first turn, which is not bad. This is not a great turn to use our Blessing of the Forge or Attack Potion or Duplication Potion. None of those are good options this turn. We should play Curse of the Bell in this battle. Yeah. Alright. So Consecrate. This one has a move that could cause me not to be able to play attack cards, which is real bad. We're going to focus on trying to kill him first. You know, if we get an attack potion, we might be able to kill him this turn and save some health. Okay, let me take the attack potion, actually. Another Consecrate doesn't quite do it, because the Consecrates do 9 damage, not 10 damage. The Reach Heaven does 14 damage, and the Through Violence is a good card. Let's do that. Great. So we're taking 10 damage the first turn. And then we can play Ragnarok and Through Violence this turn. Ragnarok doesn't win on its own. Actually, we should play Consecrate first. Ragnarok does not win on its own, but it almost wins on its own. It does 60 damage, because it gets played twice. Nice. That battle went well. Ooh, Bag of Marbles. Apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies at the start of battle. Also a good relic for this challenge. How about that? I do like Foresight, but I don't know that we take it. I do like Consecrate, especially with my plan for the deck, but I don't think we take an unupgraded Consecrate. Do I want Foresight? It's kind of like something that we play in order to not have to remove all the cards in my deck. And I do have 2 curses in the deck. I'm going to take Foresight, and we're going to question whether that was good. Alright, the birds. The birds are no problem at all in this challenge, because you kind of always have attack cards to play. So this strike kills you. This flying sleeve doesn't quite kill you, but it does knock you down. Let's just kill this one. And then Ragnarok. Alright, Skill Potion, the first potion that is useless to us. We're still going to take it because there's an option to trade it away during an event. But it's the first potion we've gotten that has been completely useless. Crush Joints Plus is still not very good. It's worse than a Strike Plus. And then Windmill Strike is far too slow, so we skip. Even though Windmill Strike would be played twice. Let's think about that. It would be played twice because of Necronomicon. But I think it's still too slow. We skip it. Let's lift. Actually, should we smith first? I think we should smith Ragnarok first. Because that does a significant amount more damage. Especially because it happening 6 times does so much more because of the strength that we have. The 1 from Jiria and the 3 from mutagenic strength. Yeah. So Ragnarok, great smith target. We could afford to go to another elite, but I really want to upgrade our strength with Jiria, and we need to go to lots of fires for that. Mercury Hourglass. It does something. It does something. It does not do a lot, but it does something. And can't say that for all relics we would get. Lift again. And we can lift one more time. Ooh. This is painful. Gaining 5 max HP is good, but losing 22 HP is quite bad. We need that HP. We might need that HP for one of these 2 battles, so I think we're going to have to rest there. So I don't really want to play Eruption first turn, because we would be taking more damage than if we don't play it. Hello Blake, welcome to the stream. We're having a very good run with the Watcher so far. The relics that we've gotten have been surprisingly good. So I'm thinking about how much damage we could do. So the Consecrate does, if we played Eruption, the Consecrate would do 26 damage plus the Vulnerable, so it's doing 39 damage to both of them. 39 damage to both of them. And then the Strike would be doing 28 plus the 50%. Yeah, so it'd be doing 42 damage. Which means we could take out you, which means we'd be taking overall less damage. Okay, next question. Can we take you out with just the Consecrate and Strike? 39 plus 42, definitely. That means we can win this turn, right? Especially because that doubles. Alright, how about that? You could win. Win on the first turn. Simmering Fury is a skill. Foresight, we already took one. Third Eye is a skill. We skipped these. And then I think we have to rest. There's that Regal Pillow coming in again. Another 15 health that we wouldn't have otherwise. And the Snake Plant, you know? We can't kill the Snake Plant the first turn. How sad. I really want to. But we just can't, right? We could Blessing of the Forge to make this strike better, but it would just do... We could do 50 damage. 50 damage with the strikes, and then 19 with the Consecrate. That's 69 damage, plus you would gain a little bit of block in between. Yeah. I think we're gonna soak the how much damage is that? 14 damage? Yeah. Soak the 14 damage. Just deal as much as we can, win next turn. It'd be nice to win the first turn though. Foresight will kind of guarantee that we win next turn. I think we would anyway, but Foresight guarantees it. Because we just keep our Ragnarok. Dexterity Potion, also a useless potion. So we've gotten 2 useless potions now. Skill Potion and Dexterity Potion. Dexterity is potentially slightly more useful than skill in case we find an attack that gives us block. Don't know if there's any for the Watcher that do that. Can't think of any offhand, but it's potentially more useful. And then these are all skills, so we skip those. Alright. Now we lift. And so we've lifted the maximum amount. Now all the fireplaces are just heals, which we probably do need. Oh, Wallop! Blake has my back there. Wallop is an attack that would benefit from Dexterity Potion. And Wallop would be a great card for the deck, too. Didn't think about that. There's kind of nothing I want to do this first turn other than Foresight and 2 strikes. Not a great first turn. At least we get to do a bunch of damage. We could upgrade these cards. There's not many cards that still need to be upgraded, so let's do the Blessing of the Forge now. Okay, we don't want to draw the Necronomic Curse. We don't mind the other ones. It would be nice to guarantee that we get... If we discard 3, we guarantee that we get Ragnarok. So I think I'm going to discard 3 for the guarantee. So there's Ragnarok. We could also play Curse of the Bell to get rid of it. And I think that's useful too. Taking a lot of damage this turn, we hope to reduce that by playing Ragnarok. Is this a good time to duplicate Ragnarok? Hard to say. It gets duplicated once. Do we want to duplicate it, a third time? A second time? Play it 3 times. Let's play the Consecrate first anyway. So Ragnarok kills these guys by hitting them 3 times. I think we're not going to duplicate it this turn, but we might duplicate it a future turn. We ended up killing 1 of them. So we took 7 more damage because we didn't duplicate it. And we certainly don't want the Necronomic Curse, the Defend, or the unupgraded Strike. Is the other strike something we want? No, we want another Ragnarok, of course. We got another Ragnarok. Time to do some math. Actually, we can play Consecrates before we do the math. Consecrate, because we're not going to play Eruption this turn. So Consecrate. So 9 damage, 6 times is... how much damage? 54 damage? Double that, we don't win. Triple that, we do win. Alright. And we beat another boss without playing a skill. There's another Ragnarok. There's also a Lesson Learned, which is interesting, but probably not what we want. The positive side is it gets double played because of Necronomicon. But maybe we just want a second Ragnarok, so that we draw Ragnaroks more often. I think I will do that. Okay, Slaver's Collar is quite nice. Fusion Hammer, there's some things we would like to smith where you might not get a chance, though. And then I think Black Star, it's a little bit too late to hope for Black Star. We're not going to visit as very many elites, because elites might kill us, so we're going to try to avoid them as much as we can. So it's Slaver's Collar or Fusion Hammer. Fusion Hammer works in normal battles, And normal enemies are a problem for this deck. So having 4 energy in a normal battle would be quite nice. Not being able to smith is not so nice, but I think we're going to mainly heal. So I think I'm going to take it anyway. Fusion Hammer, because I think smithing is past us. I think future us only has healing. And let's avoid as many elites as we can. So I see avoiding an elite by going here. And then there's not a lot of great stuff we can do. We can't visit many fireplaces unless we go to an elite. It might be better to visit an elite and get to a fireplace right afterwards than not going to an elite and going to 3 normal enemies before we see our next fireplace. So I think I'm actually changing to this path. Seems dangerous. Either path is dangerous, and we don't really have potions right now. Alright, it's going to be a hard act. Let's see how well we do. Does Ragnarok just win? I mean, if nothing else, we can finish things off with a strike. Let's see if a Ragnarok just wins. It does. Alright, great. We got a Swift Potion, which could be very helpful. Sash Whip? Sash Whip is not bad. Talk to the Hand is a way to actually gain block. And it works really well alongside Ragnarok. Who's our boss? Our boss is Deka and Donu. And the Bag of Marbles makes it so that... I don't remember if they start with 2 artifact charges or not. I think we take Talk to the Hand. Not being able to upgrade it is annoying, but Talk to the Hand is really good with Ragnarok. Alright, well, the normal battles have been very easy so far. This is the easy part of the act. I don't want a Just Lucky, especially unupgraded. In Act 3? No thank you. The Maw. The Maw has a little bit more health than the other ones. The Ragnarok doesn't just win. I'm thinking of playing Eruption, because then maybe a future Ragnarok does win. But the current Ragnarok has Vulnerable. I think we'd rather play 2 Ragnaroks. Okay, let's hope that we draw Ragnarok this turn. We did not, but we did draw Talk to the Hand, so at least we don't take too much. This also might be a time to do Swift Potion. I think it is. Because if we draw a Ragnarok, I think we just win. Oh, we did not. We did not draw a Ragnarok. Alright, let's take as little damage as possible. Flying Sleeve would be the most block. I guess we just play all the attack cards, actually. And then we win with this Ragnarok. Alright. We took damage in that one. Cultist Potion. Not bad. Good for the boss. Glad to have that for the boss battle. And then we don't want those. We want to draw Ragnaroks more often. So we don't want those cards. So, we certainly want to remove a card. Tantrum is a little bit weird because, again, we can't get out of Wrath. I think the most important thing here is remove card. So let's start there. Remove a card. Let's remove the one card I can't play. Defend. Alright. No more skills in the deck. We can play every card in our deck. Even the 2 curses that we have. And then a block potion might be really good. Are we going to see another shop? Not unless we randomly come across one. So I want to spend my money. I certainly want a block potion, because that is basically saving health. And then I think a Gambler's Brew is the other thing that we want. Get rid of this useless potion, get a Gambler's Brew. Alright, we've got some good potions. Now we just have to survive all of the pain. And there's going to be a lot of that. Ooh, this one's a bad one. Alright. I think we use our Gambler's Brew immediately, right? Let's use the Gambler's Brew. This is just a very painful battle. So we didn't get Talk to the Hand, which I was hoping for, but we did get a Ragnarok. Probably we play Consecrate, Consecrate, Strike, Ragnarok? Yes. Consecrate, Consecrate, Strike, Ragnarok. And we win. Great. Took a potion, but we came out of there with no pain. I don't think I want a second Flying Sleeves. Don't really play the first one that much. And then I think we rest. We rest all the way through. This brings us up to full health. Then we go up against an elite. And then we can heal up again after this one. Ooh, Consecrate takes those out. Excellent first hand. Oh, wow. Alright. Easy elite battle, apparently. Take the meal ticket. And the Mental Fortress is useless. The other two are skills, so we skip those. And then, you know, would we rather go to a fire where all we can do is take the key, or go to a normal enemy? I think we go to the fire. And I think we're actually going this route now. Because the elite battle went so well, I trust myself. I trust my deck more. We got the red key. We're not going to get the green key, though. So no sense in getting the blue key? Yeah. Teardrop Locket. Hey! This is actually really good. We start each combat in calm, and then when we play our Eruption card, we go into Wrath, and we get energy back, so we could play Eruption and Ragnarok. Granted, it would double the Eruption, which is not great, but we could play Eruption and have more energy. So that's great. Like seeing that. Giant Head. We certainly are going to play Ragnarok. Are we going to play Foresight? I think we are, because we want to play a Ragnarok every turn. That's better than playing a Strike this turn. So we're taking 3 damage. And I'm very happy to get rid of Curse of the Bell. I like the other ones. So Talk to the Hand, Consecrate Ragnarok. I think we might block Foley. We definitely block Foley. More than we needed to. Alright, let's get rid of the Necronomic Curse. We can play Eruption this turn. And play a Ragnarok? Sure. Alright, easy battle. We took 3 damage. Bag of Preparation, very nice. Start each combat with more cards, so we more guarantee that we draw a Ragnarok. An Empty Fist. Empty Fist could allow us to exit our stance, and it's upgraded. Let's take it. First time that we got something that can exit our stance. Or exit Wrath stance, I guess. Since we start in Calm, we can exit Calm, no problem. Let's rest, get that 3 health back. 3 health back from the rest, seems good. Falling. We can lose a Foresight, or we can lose Concentrate. At this juncture, I think losing Concentrate is better. If we still had the Defend in the deck, this would have removed the Defend. So I'm very sad we can't remove a skill card here. But I think the Consecrate is worse at this point than Foresight. Because Foresight we get to manage our hand that we're drawing every turn. Yeah. Lose the Concentrate. Or Consecrate. Wish I didn't have to. Liked that card, but oh well. I like the Consecrate that we're drawing here. Plus we can play Ragnarok and it get doubled. Or we can play Eruption. The Eruption gets doubled and we can still play the Ragnarok. Alright. Crushed it. Old Coin, not very useful when we're not visiting a shop. Speed Potion, also not very useful, but we'll take it. Another Empty Fist. You know, sure. It's not a Ragnarok, which makes me question the decision. But let's take it. And one last event, because I don't think... There's only one card I can think of, and it's because Blake mentioned it. Wallop. Wallop is the one card that I want. And the chance of getting a Wallop in that normal enemy fight is very slim. So let's go to an event, see what's happening. You know, there's no reason to heal anymore. Because we're at full health and the boss is right there. So we could do I Am Awake. It's probably better than a rare relic. We would almost certainly take some damage from a boss, even a boss from Act 1. Yeah, let's upgrade all of our cards. Nice. Alright. And I think we've got a pretty good chance here. Let's go. We drew Foresight first turn, which I think is good. We are going to play Curse of the Bell. So we get rid of it. We're also going to play the Cultist Potion. Unfortunately, they did have 2 artifact charges. I couldn't remember. So our Talk to the Hand is actually pretty bad in this fight, since we can't remove their artifacts except by playing it. So yeah, Curse of the Bell, play that, play the Foresight so that we can play a Ragnarok every turn. And let's play a Ragnarok. Also, we could play the Block Potion now. It's never going to get better than now, so let's play it. Okay, so the Talk to the Hand is pretty bad. The Eruption might be good. I'm trying to think of whether the Eruption is good. Let's look at our deck. Our deck has an Empty Fist in it, which means we can get out of Wrath if we go into Wrath. So if we just remove these 3 cards, we're guaranteed to draw an Eruption, a Ragnarok, and an Empty Fist. That's perfect. Also, now that Eruption only costs 1 because of the upgrade, it no longer triggers Necronomicon, so the Ragnarok does, which is also good. Alright, let's go. Should have played Consecrate first, now that I think of it, but it does not really matter, does it? Alright. Well, there we go. With the Watcher, we defeated the Unskilled challenge where I could not play a single skill card. Never played a skill card. Including Defend, we gained very little block except through Anchor. And our deck was really just Ragnarok with a whole bunch of Strength and Necronomicon. Alright, surprisingly easy run. Let me say that. And we started with Calling Bell. Or the Curse of the Bell. By the way, our relics were quite amazing for this challenge. There are a lot of relics that kind of revolve around skill cards or other things like that. Things that just aren't going to help you. For example, anything that gains dexterity, which there's a lot of things that gain dexterity, including relics. Those are not very good. We got some great ones. When your deck is filled with attack, Girya is great. Strike Dummy was pretty nice. The Anchor gave us a whole lot of health overall because of all the things that it blocked. Whetstone was perfect. We got the Whetstone, we didn't get the one that upgraded skills. I do like removing cards in this type of challenge, so Empty Cage was great. Necronomicon was perfect. The Mutagenic Strength plus Orange Pellets, very good in this particular challenge, just more strength. And then the Bag of Marbles giving vulnerable first turn helped in a few battles. So we got incredible luck with these artifacts. Or these relics. Playing Monster Train, I think artifacts, but no. Slay the Spire, it is relics. These relics were very, very lucky. And I'm happy to have won. And we beat our personal best. Our personal best was Ascension 5 with the Ironclad. We've now done it with the Watcher on Ascension 7. So let's try to beat that again. Oh, I got the Speedster. I never thought I would get that on a stream. Victory in under 60 minutes. How about that? We even defeated a boss without taking damage, and 2 elites without taking damage. Great. So the next thing to do is try to beat that personal best. And we're going to do this with the Defect. The Defect... Let's see here. We went up to Ascension 7. Do we really want to go up to Ascension 9 with the Defect? I think we should go Ascension 8. So Ascension 8 with the Defect is this one. The Defect also has a pretty bad start for this particular challenge. If nothing else, there are a few different skill cards that you really care about, and you start with extra skills. So we only have 4 cards in our starting deck that we can play out of the 10. Very painful. Choosing a colorless card would be great if we could make sure that it's an attack, but the vast majority of colorless cards are skills. So that's not great. Transforming 2 cards is quite nice because we might get attacks. So I'm going to choose this one. Transform 2 cards. It kind of removes 2 cards that we can't play, but it might add 2 more that we can't play. Let's find out. I'm going to remove Zap and Dual Cast because they're the ones I'm most likely to accidentally play. So let's take those out. We got 2 more skills. Terrible start. Alright, so we lost 7 max HP for nothing. Alright. Not a good start. What do we even do in this act either? We've got to go to a shop. But none of the shops look like great choices. Let's go to this one. Because we don't want to fight a Burning Elite as our first elite. And we absolutely must visit a shop if we're going to be successful. So, let's see what we can do. We can only play strikes. in our deck so far, and we only have 4 of them. So we're going to take a lot of damage in these first few battles. I think this might be a very short Defect run. Okay, give me a good attack card. Doom and Gloom, it's a pretty good attack card. Let's take it. The other 2 were also skills. Upgrade 2 random cards. So the problem with this one is that most of the cards in my deck are skills, so 2 random cards are very likely to hit skills. And we already did something where we spent health for nothing. I don't think we can do it again. I'm gonna leave. Leave the Shining Light. I almost never do this. The Shining Light, I almost always spend the health for the upgrades. But we're leaving it this time because we just can't take the risk. Well, take 12. We're probably going to take more next turn because all we could play are strikes, so we took 19 this battle. It's kind of a lot. There's Cold Snap. Cold Snap is one of the few attacks that can actually give us block. And in particular, it can also move these dark orbs along. So we're taking Cold Snap. And we can play Cold Snap. Cold Snap is a blue attack card, so in my mind, just looking at the pictures here, it kind of looks like a skill card. But it's not. It's certainly not. So Doom and Gloom doesn't quite win, but Doom and Gloom Strike does. Okay. And we got a skill potion. So the Watcher had all the luck. The Defect does not have luck. This is what happens when you don't have luck. We could get Hello World, but it might add skills to my hand, and then I would have even more cards in my deck that I can't play. So we're going to skip that one. Alright. We see a Ball Lightning. Can I do it with a card remove? Because we've got to do the card remove. Let's get rid of multicast. We can get a Ball Lightning. It's probably better than getting a Power Potion. Let's get the Ball Lightning. So we removed 1 skill, we added 1 attack. That was a pretty good shop. And we're very unlikely to have the money to remove at this shop, so let's not go to that shop. We're going to go this way and decide after that. You know, Gremlin Knob is pretty good for this challenge. He still might kill me, because I haven't really made a deck that I think could take out Gremlin Knob. And we drew all of our attacks on the same turn, which is also not great. Right. We should probably play Doom and Gloom and one of these. I'm thinking the Ball Lightning is better than the Cold Snap in this battle, because we need to win fast, and Ball Lightning wins faster than Cold Snap. Well, it looks like we probably just die. Doom and Gloom and Ball Lightning are the way to go. And we die. Alright. Let's try again with the Defect. Maybe we will have more luck the next time. Certainly that felt like a cursed run, but I don't mind, because the Watcher run was a blessed run, and I'm happy to have a combination of blessed and cursed runs. So, trying again with the Defect, Ascension 8. Can't play any skill cards. Let's go. We also don't really get to choose much here. I'm definitely going to choose this because it almost doesn't matter what it is, like what the enemies are. We're going to choose this one because we can take a lot of damage in the first battles before we get attack cards. So this reduces that damage by a lot. And I think we must visit an early shop. It would be nice to visit that shop too. Or this one. We'll decide which one of those we're going for later. Alright. It's nice to win battles without taking damage. And an energy potion is a useful potion. Sunder. Sunder can be good. Let's take Sunder. One big attack card already. And then we're here for card remove, but what else do we see? I don't really like Rip and Tear that much. Rebound is actually pretty decent. Dramatic Entrance is okay. Let's take the card remove. Remove a dual cast. And be done. Those are all skill cards. We skip those. I don't think our deck has gotten strong enough for elite battles, but we're going to be forced into them. I do like obtaining the golden idol. Getting more gold is very good. Which do we take of these? I'm kind of thinking the 18 damage. Yeah, let's take the 18 damage. It's a temporary thing. Ooh, Purify, remove a card in my deck. Very happy to remove the Zap. Alright. We've removed 2 cards already. We're very unlikely to have enough to pay for a removal there, but I think this shop is still the right direction to go. So let's head towards there. And I think also it's better to smith Sunder to add 8 more damage that it does, rather than heal here. Alright, what are we hoping for? With Sunder, I kind of hope for the Sentries, but they could also be kind of bad for our deck too. Lagavulin isn't great. I think none of the elites are very good for us. Gremlin Hub might be the best for us. Oh, haha. The elite only has 1 health. Never mind. We win the first turn. I had forgotten we hadn't spent that. Oh, and we get old coins, so we have enough to remove another card. And Smoke Bomb might actually help us. Yeah, unironically, that Smoke Bomb might save us one of these times. So Blizzard is pointless right now. Let's take Doom and Gloom. And then do we smith Doom and Gloom or do we rest? I think we rest, because we're going to have to rest a lot. Duvu Doll. Not very helpful. Would have been great in the last run, actually. But in this one, it's not doing much. We'll take it anyway. And then let's find a relic. We got a Pen Nib. Alright. Pen Nib is pretty good. Not that great with how our deck is being built so far with expensive attacks. But if we get a few zero-cost attacks, that could be really nice. Buy potions. I kind of like the potions that I have, so let's buy 2 so we can pick the best of the 2. A Fear Potion. The Skill Potion does nothing, Fear Potion does something. Alright, we came here to remove a card. We also see Streamline, if that's important. Or Orrery. The Orrery might be quite nice. I think the Orrery is quite nice. We could definitely build a deck off of that. Let's remove a card first. Remove a Defend. And then let's take the Orrery and try to build a good deck for this challenge. Okay, those are all skills. So we skip those. There's a Ball Lightning and a Compile Driver. There's a Rebound. I think I like the Rebound. Cold Snap and Barrage and Rebound. So we could have a couple of Rebounds. And then a Cold Snap. I'm thinking that we take the Cold Snap here. There was a Cold Snap and another one. Instead of a Rebound, let's take the other Cold Snap too, because this is a way that we can gain block. So take this Cold Snap. The Compile Driver is looking pretty decent now that we just took two Cold Snaps. And I did like the Rebound. There's nothing in the first one. Compile Driver or Ball Lightning? They kind of do different things. I think we're going to take the Ball Lightning. And then if we see a future Compile Driver, we're almost certainly taking it. Alright, we've added 4 more attacks to the deck, which is huge. Now I'm happy to remove all of the strikes and defends. I don't think we're going to get that many removals, but it would be nice. We could Rebound Doom and Gloom. Seems worth it. Take our 12 damage. And then Sunder. Beam Cell. Excellent alongside Sunder. Alright, what can we do here? I think we can avoid the 8 damage by killing that one. Ball Lightning, Cold Snap, and a Strike kills that one. Let's do the Cold Snap closer in the front. And then we take 5. And then Doom and Gloom looks good, but is it good? We could do Beam Cell, then Doom and Gloom? Yeah. We should be able to kill that one, and then kill this one. Not quite. And turn to victory. We've got Melter. Don't think we take Melter. Who's our boss? Yeah, not even good for this boss, necessarily. So don't take Melter. It's better than a Strike, but it's worse than the other things that we've added. Let's not take Melter. I say worse. It has its uses, certainly, but I don't think we are building a deck that will use Melter at the right time. I kind of want a Smith. And I'm certainly thinking about it. Smithing the Beam Cell is pretty good, because adding 2 turns of vulnerable seems pretty strong. And then smithing Doom and Gloom is nice. Smithing Rebound adds only 3. Yeah, let's do Beam Cell. Getting an extra turn of vulnerable seems pretty important. And Pen Nib is right on 9, so our first attack does double damage. So Rebound does double damage if we play it now, and then we could play Beam Cell after that. I like that. And then we draw a beam cell next turn as well. Okay, so next turn we're going to draw the Sunder. I'm expecting us to split the slime next turn. We don't want to split it this turn? Question mark, I think. I think that's right. And then what I've done leads it so that it does not split this turn. Great. I think we would have split it if we played 2 strikes instead of the... what is it called? The Doom and Gloom. So now we can play Sunder. We could also play more cards if I use my energy potion. Do I need to? It's a good question. Because in theory we could end the battle right now. Or, you know, get very close to ending it right now. Let's not. Woohoo, neither of them are attacking, and Sunder kills one. We kill this one, of course. And then we get to hit you. And we can play the Slimed, because the Slime is a status. It's not a skill. Alright, 0 damage against the boss. How about that? Potion of Capacity. I don't think that's something we want. We want to go through our orbs, not collect lots of them, I think. Oh, Meteor Strike. Meteor Strike might change my tune on that. All for One would be really good if we had added different cards to the deck, but we didn't. Man, the problem with Meteor Strike is we can't play it. Except with this energy potion. And, you know, the ways that we add more energy in the Defect are all skills, aren't they? Yeah. We can't take the Meteor Strike. Because we can't play it the first time. So do we just take nothing? I think we take nothing. How sad. Empty Cage again, or we could do Pandora's Box, transform all the strikes and defends. That would be 7 transforms. 3 of them started off as skills. That could be pretty nice. They might add skills, of course, but it could be really nice. I think we have to choose the good old faithful, though. Empty Cage. Just remove 2 more skills that we can't play. The Empty Cage did well in the Watcher. Let's hope it does well in the Defect, too. We've got enough money to remove cards. So we should try. I'm looking at this path or this path. If we went this way, we would get kind of the same thing as we went this way, except that the fire would happen after. But we would get less question marks at the beginning. But then we could choose which direction to go here, whether we want another elite or not. Let's go towards this one, because we have more options that way. So here's where Melter would have been great, but also, you know, the Sunder is pretty good. Boom. Sunder with Pen Nib, quite nice. Speed Potion does nothing. Another Sunder. Do we really want to add a second Sunder? It's better than a Claw, right? It's weird without having more energy, though. think we take it, though. There we go. We've got 2 Sunders in the deck. We really need more energy. $40 gold could upgrade 2 random cards. 60 gold could remove a defend. And then 90 removes and upgrades. But the shop is next. If we spend 90, I forget how much we've spent on removals. If we remove 1, we could remove another. If we remove an upgrade, I think we don't get to remove another at the shop. So I'm thinking about choosing cleanup to just remove a card so that we can still remove another one at the shop, which is more valuable to me than a random upgrade. So cleanup it is. Cleanup, remove a defend. We now have no skills in our deck. We can play every card in our deck. No longer need to think about it too hard. And then I actually could have done the upgrade. I misremembered how much we had spent on removals. So, we could get a Streamline. Streamline seems not amazing. Dolly's Mirror would allow us to copy, probably none of those are things we want to copy. I don't think we want an unupgraded Streamline, so we just do the card remove and remove a strike. The Barrage, how good is Barrage? It's pretty decent. Because we can put orbs out pretty fast if we're not playing Sunders. Take a Barrage. Okay. I think we've got a pretty good set now. So the thing is, a Sunder doesn't defeat a bird, because it only does 16 damage. Which means we don't want to play Sunder. Unless we can cause Sunder to defeat a bird, which we could do if we play Energy Potion. And then we could play 2 Sunders. Let me think about it after I play Beam Cell. So now it does 24. If we use an Energy Potion, we can kill that bird and do a bunch of damage to another bird. I think it's worth it. Energy Potion. We're going to do a Cold Snap first, and then kill this bird. Do a bunch of damage to this bird. Great. Good first turn. Did use a potion, of course. And then Doom and Gloom doesn't kill you. I don't think we can kill both birds. Well, I would be thinking about knocking this bird down and killing this bird. I don't think that's possible. But we can play a Cold Snap, so we're only taking, instead of taking 12, we're taking 8 from that bird. Oh, never mind. We can play Lightning and Cold Snap, and we defeat you too. Alright. So, what we do is we play Rebound, Ball Lightning. Well, we have a chance of defeating that bird, I should say. 50% chance. I should not have doubted. I should not have doubted my Lightning Orbs. My Lightning Orbs have done great things for me. Can't take Recycle. Capacitor is actually getting better, but I don't think we want it still. I think we want to move our orbs. Claw is getting a little bit better because of the Sunders. We've got 2 Sunders in there. Do I really want a Claw, though? I don't really want Claw. I want one of the other zero-cost cards. Okay, so we could Sunder and defeat this one immediately. It seems valuable, but also this Sunder does 64 damage, which we could do right there. If we used another potion, we could kill you this turn. So I've got two options, really. Use the Sunder to deal 64 damage and take 18. Or use the Sunder here and then play a couple of Cold Snaps so that we're taking a little bit less. We're taking 14 damage, and we're doing some damage to you, but not doing nearly as much. Yeah, unfortunately, I think the Sunder's going over here. And then we're going to play the Cold Snaps to take less, and the Barrage to remove 3 plated armor. There's our Beam Cell. Did want to see that. Yeah, Beam Cell first. Beam Cell first. Probably Rebound next, and then we decide what's after that. Or we could play Ball Lightning and Doom and Gloom so that we pop one of these Frost Orbs to take less damage. I think that's better. And I think we want the Doom and Gloom first. So we took 14 and 13. We've taken 27 in this battle. We do have a Sunder, which does 48 damage. Which is enough. Great. Go for the Eyes. Let's take that one. That's a zero-cost card that I would be happy to take. It'd be better upgraded, but we didn't get that choice. Oh, the Book of Stabbing could be quite bad. We got a Beam Cell first turn, which means this Fear Potion is not doing anything for us. Also, we got Beam Cell when Penib is at an 8. That is great, because we can do Beam Cell Sunder. So we're doing a lot of damage, 96 damage on the first turn. It's just not enough for me to imagine that we're winning next turn. And if we're not winning next turn, we might be dying next turn. We've got to go for the Eyes and 2 Cold Snaps. So I'm thinking about the Smoke Bomb, but I'm not deploying the Smoke Bomb yet. And that could be quite bad. Alright, we didn't need the Smoke Bomb to survive, at least. We're still going to take damage, of course. We need to do lots of damage. Lots and lots of damage. We need to win next turn. And in order to do that, although I want to play the Rebound, I don't want to rebound any of these cards. So let's play the Rebound last. Okay, we have to win this turn. In theory, it's very easy to win this turn. Barrage does only 12. Barrage does 12. I'm not counting up to enough damage, so we're gonna have to do the Fear Potion. Yeah, we're gonna have to do the Fear Potion. So that means Doom and Gloom... Oh, maybe we didn't. That may have been an unnecessary Fear Potion. White Beast Statue sounds great. Potions always appear in combat rewards. And then another go for the eyes? I would take another one. Okay. We have to heal. And that does make me want to go this direction. Because it looks like the smoke bomb is going to be necessary. And I don't think I want to go into another elite battle. Let's go into a normal enemy. So we're not going that way anymore. Let's go this way. Ooh, a normal enemy right here. Well, you know, most likely we are going to use our smoke bomb in this battle. Most likely. Let's... What can we do to not die? We've got a beam cell and then doom and gloom. The doom and gloom will get double damage. And then we don't quite die? Is that right? Oh. It's not a guaranteed not die. So I think we have to use the smoke bomb, because I can do this. And then there's a 50% chance the orb hits here and we survive. Which is not good enough. Let's use our smoke bomb. Smoke bomb came in useful. And we simply must rest. Ornamental fan, yes. Also a good one in this one. Another way to gain block with only attack cards. Play 3 attacks in a single turn. The snake plant. Glad it's not attacking this turn. Guess we just do 32 damage. I feel like we're gonna take a lot of damage in this battle. Yes, I think we're gonna take a lot of damage in this battle. Beam cell first. Then go for the eyes. Then the ball lightning. Then go for the eyes, and then strike. That does the most damage this turn. And Pen Nib is at 7. Oh man. I think we win because we draw Sunder, right? Yes. Okay. Barely, though. Alright. Colorless potion. That could be good. Lots of colorless cards are skills, though. Do I need another ball lightning? Not really. Not really. Let's skip these. Especially unupgraded ball lightning. And then we simply must heal again. So we're limping along in Act 2. Sunder can kill one, because we can play Go for the Eyes first. So Go for the Eyes, Sunder. And then those. Alright, if we draw our other Sunder, we win. We did. Strength potion. That's nice. I like strength potions. Beam cell, we already have one beam cell. We don't have 2. Do I want 2 beam cells? I kind of do, because we got Ornamental Fan and Pen Nib. Let's take another beam cell. And then what can we do here? We cannot remove a card. We can play All for One now. Or we could get a regen potion. Both of those are options. All for One gets back Go for the Eyes and Beam Cell, which is great and all, but those are not like the most impactful zero-cost cards to get back. So even though it plays a lot, is it worth it? I think it probably is. Let's take the all for one. It's just that we don't have things like turbo in the deck, because we can't play turbo. And all for one is great with things like turbo. Let's not visit an enemy. Okay. The special relic is quite nice, as it was before. Special relic really works well with all those zero-cost cards. We can't play the Jaxed. Transforming 2 cards could make a card that we can't play. So let's ingest the mutagens. And then heal again. And then honestly, I think we die at the boss. We're gonna try, but I think we might die here. Strength potion definitely first turn. I think we play the colorless potion because we've got to see if it has something useful for us, right? Yeah, okay, so it's useless. It actually makes our deck worse. Still, we had to try it, because I don't think we're winning. So, anything that is maybe slightly better. Do we even play the Sunder, or do we play Cold Snap, Barrage, Strike? I think we play Cold Snap, Barrage, Strike, because we gain more block. Okay, well, I think we die here. The Beam Cell definitely. We could play Sunder to deal 102 damage. It's pretty nice. Let's do it. 102 damage. Granted, I think a couple turns from now, things are going to be very, very bad for us. Don't want to rebound any of these. So let's just do go for the eyes. The ball lightning, a strike, and then rebound. And then he's not going to attack us next turn, but he does get rid of any vulnerable that we add to him this turn. So we're playing Beam Cell, but it doesn't stick. We are getting closer to 10 on the pen nib again. We're at 8. So if we draw a Beam Cell and Sunder, I think we win. If we draw anything else, I think we might lose. We didn't draw what I said we needed to win. So, let's play the Beam Cell first. The best thing for us to double the attack of is Barrage. Which did, it did some damage. But the problem is we didn't do enough damage. And here we die at the champ. We tried. If I hadn't played the colorless potion, we wouldn't have drawn that finesse, and we might have drawn a Sunder this turn. So it's possible that using the colorless potion killed us, but there's a 2 out of 7 chance that that happened. All right. That's the end of that run, and I think I'm going to actually call it for the night as well. We won one with the Watcher on Ascension 7, and then we lost 2 with the Defect on Ascension 8. This second Defect run did pretty well, I think. Getting to the Act 2 boss on Ascension 8 with the Unskilled challenge. I think that's pretty good for the Defect. I'm sure we could do better, but I think that went decently well. We got Overkill, Perfect, and Champion. We got one boss, the first boss we defeated without taking any damage, and we defeated an Elite without taking any damage. Nice. Alright, that's it for tonight. Thanks everyone for coming, and I hope to see you in the next one of these. Obviously, since I did the unskilled one this time, where I couldn't play skills, the next one that we're going to do is where I can't play attacks, my, quote, pacifist run. And that's always a nice one. Sometimes that one goes very poorly. So, hope to see you in the next one. It's going to be a real challenging set of runs in that stream.